Hello and welcomes back everyone, and Wolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as I almost said Sith Lord, I was getting a bit ahead of myself, playing as the Sith Warrior Curse, and we're here on the capital world of Dromund Kaas. As you may have noticed, our armour has changed. I dig the cape. I dig the cape there. And so we decided to remove some of the enhanced assailant armor. And I have equipped Vet with a set of adept scout armor, just because I think it's a bit more practical than what she was wearing. Also, I like it a bit better, even though that the antenna there could pose an issue with her Leku. I didn't think about that. Oh well. Might have to bite my tongue. Anyhow, so let's go speak to our master, Darth Baras.
Destination? Enjoy your stay.
We have been world, or level synced to level 18. And here is the Sith Sanctum. Let's have a look about this. The Sith Sanctum is the heart of the Sith Order on Dromund Kaas, where lords gather and where the Dark Council meets when it's not on the Imperial burial world of Korriban. The Emperor himself is believed to have chambers in the Sanctum's lower levels, though none save the Council and the Imperial Guard are allowed within its depths. The original Citadel, like the Sith Academy, was off-limits to anyone but the Sith. Okay. I didn't read the rest of that codex entry because it may have been...
Nice lights. Walk in here, you get an instant headache.
I thought the codex entry may have mentioned things that may have occurred, or may occur in the future. So, I didn't bother reading ahead, but just in case. Anyhows, Darth Baras' chambers are just through here.
Not a minute too soon. Your timing is impeccable.
Did it just get considerably colder?
I see you decided to keep the slave. I hope she amuses you. I trust you've been acquainting yourself with your new environs? Did my minion point you in the right direction?
His pointer finger was a bit twitchy.
A byproduct of constantly fearing for his life, but it keeps him in line, doing the trivial tasks that need tending to. Your responsibilities will mandate contact with my various minions, meet my directives, and you may do as you will to anyone you encounter, adversary or ally.
I work best when unrestrained.
A lightsaber can only achieve so much, apprentice. The most powerful weapon in a Sith Master's arsenal is information. I have painstakingly built a vast network of spies and operatives embedded throughout the Sith, Republic, and Jedi alike. I have fingers, eyes, and ears everywhere.
Tell me, why don't you trust your own allies?
A Sith has many rivals who seek to destroy him. We are an opportunistic culture. We rise by dismantling those around, and especially above us. You're my enforcer, deployed to protect my interests, intimidate my rivals, and destroy my enemies. It's time for your tenure to begin. A military starship is touching down at the Kaas City cargo port, delivering a vitally important prisoner to me. You will meet Commander Lanklin at Docking Bay 12 and make sure he and his men successfully offload this prisoner.
If you're sending me, You must be expecting trouble.
We must always assume that we are being plotted against, especially when the stakes are high. The importance of this prisoner cannot be overstated. Go to the cargo port now and stay sharp. You are dismissed.
So we are to be his enforcer. Well, we knew that already from the discussions we had on Korriban. But it's interesting that Darth Baras is, I wouldn't say afraid, though fear is definitely an emotion the Sith rely on. But it's interesting that he spies on his fellow Darths. And if he is a member of the Dark Council, it's interesting then because he probably has information on the other members as well. It's also something of note to remember that he probably didn't hint, but it's definitely in a Sith's ideology to seek to overthrow the one above you. And so it will be our future goal to perhaps gain an opportunity to succeed and go beyond Darth Baras, if opportunities allow themselves. But let's go see this Commander Lachlan and offload the prisoner.
All right, man, let's hurry up and get this hunk of carbonite to its owner.
Hey, Captain Oblivious. Boo.
Oh, I didn't see you enter. Lord Baras didn't need to send a welcoming party.
Obviously, Lord Baras feels otherwise.
My men and I have performed much more dangerous duties for Lord Baras. The prisoner is frozen in carbonite, so it's not a flight risk. And this is friendly territory. Surely we're safe here.
There is no such thing as friendly territory.
No offense, my lord. That brand of paranoia may work for Lord Baras, but I don't subscribe to it.
When you're on assignment for us, you do.
Yes, my lord. Whatever you say. Let's get this oversized block of ice to your master.
Not so fast. My master ordered that block of ice. So step away from the Carbonite Man and no one ends up in a grave.
Your name, now.
My name is of little importance. I'm here to relieve you of your burden. Whether that includes your own lives as well is up to you.
Looky. If it ain't Slestak, your master be wanting the Froze Man too, huh? Too bad for you. It mine.
You two know each other.
To know Tumar is to hate Tumar.
That go true for you too, Slestak. If you don't flee, this be like killing two stone with one bird.
I'm such a fool. I'll never doubt Lord Baras again. What do we do?
Don't panic.
On their own, Tumar and his lackeys wouldn't be much of a fight.
You mouth always get you in trouble, Slestak. It about to chew off more than it can bite.
You're going to take that, Slestak?
Very amusing. I do relish the opportunity to rid the world of Tumar and his drones. So I'll be with you presently, Instigator.
Come on, boys. We smash the talk from Slestak's big mouth now.
Well done. While they fight, my men and I will deliver the prisoner to Lord Barris. Thank you for buying us time, my lord.
I feel a little disappointed we didn't even have to wet our lightsaber there. Oh well, so be it. Another thing to note is as well, even though I enjoy walking from point A to point B and using the rocket boost on occasion, I have finally chosen the speeder I will be using for this playthrough. It is the Protector's Command Throne, and suits Curse here quite comfortably. Even though we can't use it indoors, it will make getting around a little bit quicker.
Destination?
I'm sure if you get a stronghold here on Dromund Kaas, I forgot, it's one of these many like apartments here just outside of the Citadel, because I think you have a view of it. I think I've only ever once had a stronghold here, and it might be the only stronghold I've ever actually gained, just because it's not something I'm really interested in.
Langlin informed me of the ambush at the cargo port. Apparently there are more eyes on us than even I thought. I have felt a disturbance in the Force. It leaves doom imprinted on my dreams. A grave and mysterious threat that could bring down my entire power base. This frozen man is a top Republic agent captured while investigating my most deeply embedded spy on Nar Shaddaa. One of my invisibles. The Force grants me a vision of doom. And immediately, my untraceable spy, who has left no footprints, no trail, is almost exposed. It makes me furious.
It could just be a coincidence, Master.
It is not coincidence. I can feel it. I must learn what tipped off the Republic agent. He is the key to uncovering the nature of this threat. Now, while I thaw the prisoner and painfully siphon every morsel of information I can from him, I have some concerns that require your special talents.
Tell me what I must do.
No rest for the wicked, I guess.
Go to the Imperial post in the jungles outside the city. Commander Pritch is stationed there. He has a seek and destroy task for you.
What will I be seeking and destroying?
Do not needlessly tax me. Commander Pritch will supply all the details. I must tend to the torturing of this miserable Republic agent. Waste no time. I have more for you to do once this is complete. You are dismissed.
Darth Barris seems distracted by his need to interrogate the Republic agent. That's fine. And we've gained level 20.
The Force is a weapon. I will show you how to wield it.
Threatening Scream. Taunts all enemies within 15 meters, forcing them to attack us.
Show no mercy.
So we have a single target taunt, we now have an AoE taunt. Okay, that's fine. Good. We have a new passive skill. Targets damaged by your smash and sweeping slash become unsteady. Unsteady targets have their melee and ranged accuracy decreased by 5%. In addition, damage dealt by Force Scream is increased by 40%. Handy. So we have a new passive at level 24 and a new utility skill, which will probably get us Path Carver in 2 more levels. Okay. Good to know. So, Commander Pritch, from what I recall, needs us over at the Unfinished Colossus, and we learned about the giant statue earlier, when we were looking into the Slave Rebellion. Yep. So that's where we'll be going next.
Ready for departure.
Is there any missions we can do in Car City on the way? I don't think so, not just yet, but there are missions in Car City we can do later.
Enjoy your stay.
Maybe quicker.
Ready for departure.
Yeah.
Enjoy your stay.
Be quicker to go a little bit further down. And then go towards the Colossus from there. So we have the slave camps of the Unfinished Colossus. And we have the Sith Lord, Lord Drowl here.
Exactly as reported. A Degree 6 revolt, population equivalent to the Duros uprising on Zilior. Subjects occupy a moderate radius of jungle. Good. Good. Welcome, apprentice. Your timing couldn't be better. I am Lord Drowl. When the Empire encounters resistance on its conquered worlds, they call me. I'm here to end the slave uprising on Drummond Cass.
I wasn't aware there was a slave revolt going on.
Very soon there won't be. You can assist me in ending it. The situation is this. A Sith Lord was constructing a colossal statue of himself in the jungle. His slaves revolted and armed themselves. The Colossus remains unfinished, and well-armed slaves now control the jungle. An embarrassment for the Empire, but an opportunity for me.
I don't appreciate dramatic pauses.
Excited? Good. This is a chance to refine the Empire's methods of suppressing rebellion. I'm testing a toxic weapon, a poison called Quell. Its victims experience a prolonged state of agonizing pain before finally dying. The victims' allies are so horrified by Quell's effects, they lose their wills to resist. At least that's what I intend to prove.
What a disturbing experiment. You're quite the sadist, Lord Drow.
Please, there's no need for flattery. I need someone to introduce a controlled amount of Quell into the slave's water supply, so that I can determine the proper dosage. The work is dangerous, there will be armed slaves everywhere, but your success will be well rewarded. What do you say?
Anything for a fellow Sith.
Superb. Then let's get started. My assistant, Sergeant Slerin, will recommend the correct dosage of Quell and give you a supply. See him at the research tent.
Yeah, there are quite a few sadistic Sith, if you haven't gathered that already. And he has his assistant.
If I know Lord Drow's tastes, which unfortunately I do, he sent you for the Quell toxin.
I'm helping him put down the slave revolt.
Do you truly understand what he's asked you to do? What if I told you this experiment is pointless? That past studies have shown increased suffering has no impact on the speed of surrender. This has nothing to do with accelerating the end of a rebellion. Lord Drow simply takes perverse thrill in gratuitous suffering.
I'm sure Lord Drow wouldn't appreciate these comments.
Don't get me wrong, Lord Drow is very good at what he does, but he lets his personal bents impede our efficiency. I want this assignment over with. The faster this rebellion ends, the faster I'll be reassigned to more important work. Serving Lord Drow's bloodlust has stunted my career. If not for his inefficiency, I'd be a captain by now.
Your ego is overinflated.
I know my potential, just as I know who's holding me back from achieving it. Lord Drow's dosage of Quell toxin will have slaves writhing in agony for pointless weeks, during which this area will remain volatile. I've prepared a dose that will kill the slaves efficiently, which is better for the Empire and for me. Will you deliver my dosage instead?
Interesting. So, this is very much like Lord Renning and Melora, where the assistant wants to sabotage the master. But, rather, well, it is for selfish reasons. The sergeant here wants the opportunity to be promoted and have this assignment over. But his opportunity seems more cold and brutal for the Empire as well, not just for self-serving needs. I like both options, really. Getting a friend in Lord Drow would be a good opportunity as well. You know what? I'm going to let the D20 decide. Will the slaves suffer, or will they die quickly? And that's a 12.
Let's end this revolt efficiently and kill off these renegades.
Wonderful. It's the right thing for everyone. Well, almost everyone. I'll give you a maximum dose of Quell toxin. Inject it into the slave camp's water filtration systems and see Lord Drow afterward.
Yeah, either way, the slaves are still going to die. I think there is a bonus to defeat so many of the slaves. We need to contaminate 4 water filters, and destroy some reserve water tanks to make sure they will be drinking from the filters here. Now, I'm not too sure about Quell toxin. I think I know where it comes from, but I could be mistaken. I think it comes from a world that both the Republic and the Empire have just recently gained interest in, called Quesh. But I could be wrong. but I do know that some of the chemicals from that world leave their victims in paralyzing pain. So, maybe. The sorcerer and I had the same idea. Ooh, hello. I mean, that's a companion gift, it is. Oh. Interesting. Oh well. That filter has just been activated by the sorcerer there, so we'll leave that for the moment. See a lot of weak on standard enemies falling, and I think that's because Vette is using her suppressing fire ability. She's doing a lot of AoE damage before even we can do it. Two more reserve water tanks, 2 more water filters. There's another filter over here. Is the bonus mission complete? There is an electronic safe. Because we have slicing as a crew skill, ourself or our companion can slice such items and gain credit boxes. So, 2 more water tanks. I wonder if there's any on the upper level here. We might as well go take a look. Oh, hello. Can't see any. That's fine, no. There is our first champion opponent. Rose Mankey. Guessing she's one of the leaders of the Slave Rebellion. Now, what was the quickest way back down again?
If I die, I'm going to haunt you.
Blue Crystal Formation, because we have archaeology, we can scavenge some materials there. Okay, and the final water filter.
I don't understand why it didn't work. I was meticulous with my measurements. Those slaves must be more fragile than I thought. The Quellu put in their water supplies, killing them outright.
The shock of instant death will throw the slaves off balance.
Shock. I'm not interested in such brute force. All my research is now useless. Oh well. You did as I asked, and your payment was not contingent on the results. Here, take your credits and go. I have a great deal of thinking to do.
Ooh, a relic. Doesn't really matter what we go with, really. While equipped, incoming attacks have 30% to grant you more absorption. Sure, we'll go with that one. Okay, and let us continue on our way to the unfinished Colossus. And before we speak to Commander Pritch, we'll probably break the video, because there is... I think it's this one, yep. There is another heroic mission we can do while we're there, and I think there's 1 or 2 side missions we can do at the same location. Excellent, okay. So we have the ensign here to speak to. I say Volcola will tell you about the saving face heroic. And there's Commander Pritch himself. So yeah, there's a couple of missions we can do. And there's the unfinished Colossus in the background. As I say, we'll look into that for Darth Baras in the next video. Until then, no. Bye bye now.